It looks like. Hello. And this is the courthouse. And that was like probably Benjamin Franklin that just came out. This is. That is really neat. See all the people.
This is probably Market Square. Right here.
The ladies and gentlemen coming out of the courthouse.
This is Market Square.
This is Market Square.
Can we go inside the courthouse?
No, not right now.
But there's people outside it, so we can go in there.
And what is that building, Bill? The one with the wall around it. What is that?
This
Yeah.
one I'm not sure, but the one next to it is the public armory.
Armory.
Yeah, the
That's very
blacksmith,
cool.
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
Yep. Tin shop, kitchen.
That's very cool.
Various trades.
Mommy, Daddy, can we please go in the courthouse?
Beautiful town. Look at the
That's the courthouse.
that's where they used to hold people while they were awaiting a trial,
That's the
or
jail.
punish them after they didn't have a good verdict.
Guilty.
Guilty. This is the blacksmith where they make horseshoes and weapons. And they make everything with colonial tools of that time.
Let's see. The
Old cobblestone road.
Square.
The bricks.
Yep, that's the.
Is this where they make the bricks? This is
Where the blacksmith. I don't know what this is.
where they make the bricks, he said.
This one?
Mhm. You see the bricks on the top? There's nobody here today, but this is where they make bricks. Here are some of the bricks that they make. Isn't that cool? And they make them out of clay.
Which one? This one that has a rock in it. And also this square one that has a dent.
Very cool. Isn't that neat, Ellen? They make these bricks here by hand like they used to in the old
I
days.
thought it was hard to hold red. Guess it's not.
No. Put it down.
Where's the white stuff? Mommy, what's the white stuff in it?
That's a rock. It's rock.
See the-
Come here.
You see the guy at the public road?
Owen, get down. Come on. No, no.
There's also German soldiers fighting the British Army as well. German princes, lots of different German princes, because again, there is no Germany, but there are small German states. Each of these princes have been selling their armies, very professional armies, to the British as well. Because the American Indians, German troops, the British and everything that entails, and then American loyalists fighting alongside them. Recently enslaved people who had been freed by the British Army would take up arms to fight with the British as well. So you're seeing a lot of different troops fighting with the British at that time. Very diverse army.
That's interesting. The Native Americans fought with the British.
Absolutely, they fought on both sides. Now, most, overwhelmingly are going to fight with the British because.
They didn't like the way things were going.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's that the British, at the end of the French and Indian War, created a proclamation line. And this proclamation line says that American colonists are not allowed to go into American Indian territory. You can't go further west of the Appalachian Mountains. So most American Indian nations at that time are going to say, yeah, we don't want that, right? We don't want them to be doing that. And so if the American Army wins the war, are they going to respect those treaties? No, obviously not. West of the Appalachians today, is that Indian country? Unless there is some better deal off the go. Yeah, it's kind of an enemy of my enemy is my friend situation. So in the 1750s, the French are moving into American territory, which we claim to be our territory. So the British are going to help us fight them off. By the time of the American Revolution, now we're against Great Britain. We're rebelling against them.
Like 20 years later? Or
It's 15 years or so. Yeah, 15, 18 years.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah. And so, by the time of the American Revolution, the Americans need a lot of help. Who are they going to reach out to? Great Britain's biggest enemy, which is France. Not everybody's a fan of that. Some people think that we're trading one.
Come on.
It was very interesting. A gentleman explaining the different wars.
Make it down to where the Capitol building is.
Yeah, let's walk down to the Capitol building, guys, and let's look through the town and see what the different.
We're almost there.
So this is a storage barn. Make it smaller. This is probably what the roads used to really be made out of: pebbles and dirt and rocks. This is very cool.
Little houses.
And then the original houses. Everything in this town is being restored for back to the original state of the colonial village when it was on the verge of the Revolutionary War. Look at the real tiles on the roof. This is the what? This is Market Square Tavern. So you can really actually go in there today and buy some real food, and for social distancing and today's pandemic, they have created a little tent over here so people can go in the tent, but the pub will probably be open again. The tavern, they used to eat and serve. So, original buildings. Queen Street. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, look at that. Abigail, watch out. Sorry, sir.
Okay. What does it say?
What does it say, Abigail?
Queen Street.
It says North Queen Street and
Duke
of Gloucester. We locals call it Dog.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Duke of Gloucester Street.
Duke of Gloucester Street.
Duke
Oh,
of
very
Gloucester was an 11-year-old kid when he died. He
Oh,
was
wow.
the only surviving son of Queen Anne, and he would have taken the throne, but when he died, that was the last chance, and so they went to Georgia, Germany.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's when the Germans came.
Very cool.
1714 that was.
Wow, thank
When
you.
the town was laid out, he was the third in line to the throne, and so they named the main street for him.
Very
Duke of
cool.
Gloucester.
Thank you.
This house is where Thomas Jefferson lived.
This house right here, this is where Thomas Jefferson lived?
He lived on campus while he was going to college, but then to get his law degree, he studied. He came here and lived in his house with a winter. He studied during the winter time.
Oh, wow.
This is Jefferson.
Very cool. Thank you. And that's the tavern across the street that it's in now, right now in the tent. That's very cool. And that's the New Street sign, as it looks like. They used to put it in the bricks on the floor or on the ground. This is Wood Street. What house is this? That's beautiful. Oh, look at the wreath is made out of pine cones.
That's tiny handwriting.
I saw 3 ships. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas in the morning.
I can't see the
We're getting there.
Come on, Owen. That's some beautiful brick building. That's to tie open the shutters so that they can keep them open when it's nice outside and they want fresh air in there. So this is where.
That's the window?
So this is a window. See the window?
What?
And that's a shutter. And then they would open the shutter and they would tie it onto the little thing so that they could keep it. When it was beautiful outside, they were able to open the windows and keep.
That is not a window.
But it's cold today, so they don't want to open the window, right?
Well, why do they have an open window? On this house, they made a wreath
Out of oysters.
shells.
There's a wreath
William Lightfoot, planter, merchant.
out of oysters.
William Lightfoot.
William Lightfoot House. Planter, merchant, and attorney William Lightfoot inherited this property in 1767 and held it until his death at 1809. That's very cool. Come on. A little fence. Little sidewalk. Along the-
Vacate house. Mommy. I want it.
It's beautiful.
I'm the house monster.
Must be a pit school.
A what?
It says William Pitt School. Colonial.
We still have the flags of the British up. And this is Colonial Street. And they keep the ladders. He said that they had the ladders on the roof so that if a spark from the chimney lit the roof on fire, they were able to come out of the dormers and go find the ladder to dump a bucket of water on them. That was the way they.
Which if your roof looked like that, you'd have to make sure you'd have a ladder up there.
Right? There's so much moss. Look at the moss, guys. There's moss growing on the roof. That's interesting. So old. There's the gentleman with the horse.
It's so cold and my legs are tired.
We're almost done. We're almost to the that's old building.
This must be Golden Ball, bakery. There's like a whole bunch of
What's this?
It says
It's a flute.
it is a flute. Contented farmer. It's a
There's flutes.
the king of the miller.
Flute.
Welcome to Colonial Williamsburg. We are committed to maintaining a safe environment. This is a do not pass.
Gumball.
Look, a
Gumball.
little guard shack.
I found gumball.
Yep, they have gumball trees here too. Hello.
Hello.
James Anderson's Armory. And this says, read it. Let's see. James Anderson Blacksmith and the public armorer conducted his business on this site in 1770 to 1798 during the Revolutionary War. The armory employed as many as 40 workmen, blacksmiths, gunsmiths, tinsmiths, nailers, and gunstockers, maintaining arms and equipment for Virginia and Continental forces. So this is the armory. We were at the bricksmiths earlier, where they made the bricks. This is the armory.
They use this building for some of our staff that actually trade people, and it trades out with different people, so they can use this building to change their costumes, and also they have a couple of office upstairs.
This is where are you going? Says Brick House Tavern, 16 good rooms for ladies and gentlemen. This would be a hotel. Now we can go, and then there's a store across the street. I got all the things in the windows.
You're way ahead of us.
I'm sorry. Okay. And we are now at, this is Boudetort Street. Ooh, Miss Amanda needs to learn how to read these English words. They're from the old English times. This is Tarpley, Thompson and Company. So they sell, looks like it's a clothing store. Look how cool is that? And they sell old colonial dresses. Look at that. How pretty is that, Abigail? Do you like that dress? We are walking through the street. Weatherburn. And we are almost to the Capitol building. Capitol building would be the old building, and the well, when the capital, when Williamsburg was the capital of Virginia. Barber and Pyrrhic. Look at that fireplace. Old original fireplace. They have restored the building, obviously. King's Arms. It says good eating. King's Arms Tavern. Best food. Finest fast food and beverages, both foreign and domestic. These old brick roads, original. Look at these original bricks. How old are they? That's neat, isn't it? This is like the original street right here.
Wait,
Then
so they
made
did some
this-
new bricks, a little.
they got the cobblestone. See the rocks out here?
Yeah.
They paved the middle, but those rocks are what the road used to really be made out of. So this is the sidewalk, and that's the road. These are the road used to be made out of what they called cobblestone. It's just rocks.
Big rock.
Big
boulders.
rocks.
It would be bumpy if you rode on a carriage on these.
Yep, they didn't have an easy ride at all. We're almost to the Capitol building. How cool is this? And it's hard to walk on the cobblestone too. Almost there, Abigail. How cool is this? Original bricks. Now that's a fireplace. It's probably this side would be the kitchen. They used to keep the kitchen separate. So the kitchen and the house part, would share a furnace or the fireplace. They would cook on this side, and then they used to keep kitchens separate so that if it caught on fire, they were able to save the house.
And there's horse pooping.
Yes. Watch out, because there's that's from the horse and carriage rides that
But at
that's
least
how they
you
used to get
wouldn't
around.
Step in it. At least you wouldn't. At least you didn't step in it if you were in a carriage.
Right. Now that is the Capitol building. How cool is that? And that is also an original building.
This is a lifetime vacation.
Are you happy out there?
Yeah.
You like it? See, they used to put candles in those lamps. Now they used to have a person's job was to come around and light all the candles at night so the street
Like
was
in
lit
the
up.
old Mary Poppins.
Yes.
The
Yes.
guy that took it out and put it back in the morning.
That was his job, is to light all the street lamps so that people could see at night with candles or lamps, or they sometimes they use gas lamps.
Are we done?
Cool? Yep. Everybody say bye.
Bye. Bye.
That's the old Capitol building.